about time, right, Jason? It's been a while, man.
Way too long. Off we go from Value City Arena. Ryan Trimble Jr. is one of the top shooters, not only in the MAC, but in the country. Enrique Freeman posting up for the first two for Akron.
You have to wonder how much this Akron team got from that West Virginia exhibition.
Well, the shooting wasn't necessarily beautiful there.
Together, John Gross hired Chris Holtman to be his assistant at Ohio, so a deep connection going all the way back.
Yeah, you know how that sounds. It sounds like when you call somebody a good guy and that means you don't have anything nicer to say. As Key finishes, we're tied at 4. I was nearly never allowed in the stadium again. Down low, Bandego has it blocked. Second chance for KJ Walton, and this is going to stay.
You bring a guy like Jamari Wheeler in, doesn't really have that consistency yet with this group. But you often hear everybody say as they give up an easy one to the basket, little breakdown communication.
You finish each other's sandwiches.
Oh, well done. That's what I was going to say.
Downstairs, Key has 6 for Ohio State, all the points for Zed Key.
It looked like it was physical, old school basketball. But when you say freedom of movement, you can't put your hands on an offensive player, it's really hard to absorb contact. And I think that's what you saw.
Look at the stuff. Branham, the freshman on the drive. Offensive rebound off the miss from Malachi. Branham in the reload for 3, and you do not want to miss that guy, Justin Arnn.
Without that, I'm not sure where the perimeter threat is from Ohio State yet.
Yeah, they're without Dwayne Washington, who's off to the NBA. C.J. Walker has left, and there's a 3 from Garvin Clark, a freshman.
Teams have done a good job of teaching players how to wall up. And officials have done a good job not calling an automatic foul.
Arms catch and shoot, buries another one, his second 3.
And that time, good defense for Akron.
Turned it into a defensive rebounding situation, one and done. Little one-hand shot is good for Tribble, the sophomore out of Cincinnati. Branham, the freshman, got it inside, and Key again, Ohio State. Trimble misses on the 3, and now the Buckeyes will try to run. On the pitch ahead from Branham, and Meechie Johnson lost it on the way up.
They can get shot ready, then it's a good shot. He's the kind of guy where you got to close his window early, force him off the line.
Woof. He just pickpocketed Arns, and Trimble into the lane for 2. Nicely done.
Not the case, and that's what I love about college basketball. You see these great matchups, and truth be told, whoever wins, whoever loses, doesn't really matter as much. It's all about what you're building for in March.
Key again, no. Second chance for Justice Suing is there. Key again trying to pivot out of a triple team. Eugene Brown won't take the shot. Here's Liddell for 3, and a line drive goes down. So he shouldn't take Billy Joel's defensive advice. Ali, don't you go downtown? Should have gone downtown.
We did talk about Billy Joel earlier.
KJ Walton to the rim for 2.
We've talked about, I mentioned it before, it's not about stopping the basketball. It's not about getting the turnover, picking up the steal. Look at it.
Oh, Dr. Liddell again. Arns got closed out in the corner. Here's Branham, the freshman, who they really like. Oh, a punch out beautifully by Liddell for the second chance. Here's Brunk. They hedge on him. Brunk off the spin, goes with the right.
That was so good, Jason.
To the early 1900s, Akron's only win against Ohio State was in 1913. It was 21-19. We've already beaten that, and Joey Brunk. Freeman won't shoot that. Here is Ali from the wing. Off the spin, Ali over Russell. Rebound for Akron. Shot clock went off, but here come the Zips. Hard drive, 2 and a foul for Walton and Akron. Trying to keep in this ball game in the opener this year. Nice little pass down the lane line to Freeman from Ali for the opening bucket of the second half. And the rebound does go to Akron, so it's a 6-point game. The Zips looking to cut that in half, and they do on the opening three by Castaneda. And there's more defense from Akron there on the post try from Key. So Akron now with a 3 to tie. Castaneda and Akron. It was a 14-point game in the first half. We're tied at 36. Ohio State outscored 8-0 in the second half, and Liddell grinds for 2.
All right, best thing about that play is Zed Key got out of the way. If you look at the post play, you got to let Liddell get into the mix and then get into the mix defensively and take it away. Because if you're not a shooter, then you're not helping spacing. If you're not helping spacing, then it makes it a lot harder for your teammates. Even guys that worked under him.
Bullet feed down low, denied twice. Key punches it out. And here is Ali into the lane for 2. It's a 3-point game.
You've got to focus on developing good relationships with your players, right? Maintaining good relationships with your other coaches. It's, you know, by the way, you also have to recruit. I mean, it's a brutal job. I don't think the coaches get enough credit.
Misses wildly. Oh, up ahead, wide open layup for 2 for Walton, and it's a 1-point game.
Just a tough lineup for Ohio State, and I think that's something Chris Holtman and staff are going to be watching very closely. Who can play well together?
Yeah, they don't really have a feel for that as yet, as Liddell just barrels into the lane for 2 more. Walton the dish. And Akron will spin it back out top. That 3 is around and in for Trimble, his first make. And now a juggle by Johnson just to recollect. Ohio State is out of sorts again. Step back on a line drive. Liddell has been the fixer all night long.
And that's one player who's really taken over this basketball game on the offensive side for Ohio State, but really no consistency on the offensive end.
That's what he does only. Make 2-point baskets. Lean in for Branham. Second chance. Liddell had it pancaked from behind. Opening night. Clark, his shot is blocked into next Tuesday, and Akron will keep with 6 to shoot. He couldn't get over to Akron, so he's not been around very long as Liddell misses. A big rebound for the Buckeyes, and Brown. And now the Jokic brothers are tweeting at the Morris brothers. Late in the shot clock for everybody. It's a 3 for Castaneda. Wow. Oh, it deadened off the back of the rim.
Just have to follow that matchup.
We will see next time Ohio State touches the ball. Here is Ali. He was shot ready and he scored.
Ohio State's pressures differently, right? They force you into your secondary, your secondary options, right? They're not going to give you your first shot. They're going to force you into what you don't want. And shoot, if you're going to give that up, you might as well take it. Got to switch now.
Branham cans a jumper for Ohio State to tie the game. Crowd getting into it now. About 10 to shoot. Castaneda turned it over. Liddell and Ohio State the other way. 4-2 and a foul. Trimble, mid-range. Didn't have it. Ali snuck in behind for the lead. Yes, Akron takes the lead 60-59. Ali from the hip for 2. Wow. According to the preseason poll, they are 4th in the Mid-American Conference. Liddell nearly gave him the chicken wing there. Key clears out and stuffs it. Now Walton thought he got shoved out of the way. Key the finish. Branham against Ali. Branham scores. There's a guy who wants the ball in the hand late. Ali into Liddell. He ends up on the ground and recovers with 3. Ali steps into it and missed it just short. The rebound hauled in by Key. Branham dips the shoulder, goes again, and he misses. Wow. There's the follow for Key with a muscular 2. 10 to go, Ali. Steps back into a 3. Oh,
and they caught a foul!
And he made the basket! That's unbelievable! A chance to lead for Ali and Akron.
He clears out, you know he's shooting the 3. I mean, we've talked a lot about, look, point of emphasis this year is allowing that step back. I don't know why they're calling it a step back. Step back's always been present in college basketball. It's that extra step that they're given. They got to do it without E.J. Liddell.
For the lead for Akron.
Wow.
Arns with Bandego on him. It's Branham, a bullet into Key, and he scores! Zed Key puts it in! There may be time remaining. The celebration is premature.
This is kind of like, I don't want to put him in this category, Jordan in the Garden, right? Draw defense, dump it down to Will Perdue or whoever it was at that time. Great read by Branham. I give Branham all the credit in the world as a guy who wants to make it happen. There's 0.5 on the clock after that shot goes in.
His first name is the last letter of the alphabet, and he may, Zed Key, have had the last laugh. A couple of championship contenders in the Big Ten this year, including Purdue. Ohio State may have just survived. Off the catch, this goes ringing around, and the Buckeyes win 67-66.